The 18th of June 2025. Sheriff's deputies, the jurisdiction is not identified in the released footage, arrive at a home to serve an arrest warrant on a man accused of forging his late mother's signature on checks and drawing roughly $51,000 from her estate. Those charges remain allegations.
Hello. Hello. How are you, sir? My name's Detective Malta. I'm with the Sheriff's Office. Is Thomas here?
Which one?
Frizzetto?
Yeah.
Is he? I gotta talk to him real quick. Can you have time?
All right.
Hey, the male with the cane and the black shirt advised that he is inside. I want to go get him.
They were like, who?
I thought he was here. He's not here.
After telling deputies the suspect was inside the residence, the man went back to get him. But when he returned moments later, he claimed the suspect was no longer there, and the conversation is about to reveal more about what may be happening inside the home.
Is there anything?
He's not here?
Yeah. I went out because he's been running around trying to get me my medications.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's been an issue with my insulin, so he's been running around from one doctor to the other.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I just had my toe amputated, and then I had a stroke where I had Bell's palsy, but it's cranium, so it's affecting my optic nerve, so I have issues with depth perception. So on this eye, I see you, it's like looking through a waterfall.
Oh, wow.
So he's been doing everything for me.
Oh, that's
running around. Is there anything I need to tell him?
Yeah, go ahead and can you close the door and talk to me real quick? Let me talk to you out here. What room is he in? What room is he in?
No, he normally sleeps in the back.
No. I know he's here. Okay.
He normally sleeps in the back. Is he in trouble?
He's got a warrant for his arrest, okay? So I'm trying to get you to just be free and clear of this, but I know you know he's here. I know he's here. So if you want to try to play this game, I'll arrest you as well.
All right. I'll let him know.
After several minutes of conflicting information, deputies made it clear they believed the suspect was inside the home. The resident then agreed to speak with him and relay the deputies' instructions. With an active warrant still outstanding, deputies waited to see whether the suspect would comply.
Okay. What room is he in?
In the back.
Back where?
The back.
All the way in the back?
Yeah.
What's he wearing?
Just gym pants.
Gym pants? So whenever you went back there to tell him to come outside, what did he say?
He said he wanted to know for why. He just said to tell you guys that he wasn't here. Okay. I'm going to tell him, you got to come out. There's a warrant now. I already told him you were here.
Tell him to come out. Tell him to come out or we're coming in.
Okay.
The resident returned inside to relay the deputy's instructions. While waiting for a response, officers spread out around the residence and began watching multiple sides of the property. With the perimeter covered and the suspect still inside, deputies prepared for the next step in the arrest.
You should be right there in this room. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you should be at.
Yeah, no, this is the one I heard him talking in. Why didn't you go in with the guy? Go in with the guy.
Is there a pedestrian door in the garage over there? On that side of the house? A door, like a pedestrian door?
Do you mind? Is there a dog inside? Can you just open this door for me? Okay, I got you. Just leave it open for me, okay?
Where at? What room is he?
After waiting for the suspect to come outside, deputies received no response. They then entered the residence to locate him and execute the warrant.
Am I hungry? I really have to go?
Sir, you should have put pants on and come outside. I don't know what to tell you. We don't play these games. You know how it goes.
I don't.
So yes, you do. So now you're going to go to jail in your underwear. I don't know what to tell you. They'll dress you out when you get there.
I asked Cuthbert to come over here, so.
It's local, right?
Yeah, it's local.
You have anything on you? Yeah. Oh, you want to do it? Yeah. Mr. Fugitive? Yeah.
Gotta show you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
What's that?
You gotta show you're doing stuff.
What's green?
What do you mean what is grand theft?
I mean, I've never
You stole something over $750. That's
I've
grand
never
theft.
stolen anything in my life.
The suspect denied any wrongdoing and began explaining his side of the allegations. Then discussion turned to a check connected to the purchase of a computer.
Grand theft and forgery.
You stole somebody's check.
It was my mother's. It was for a computer. Yeah, but it was written by my mother to the computer place.
So why don't you guys?
No, I didn't cash it. I paid for
Oh, did you pull up the 707? Did you pull up the 707?
Yeah, of course. My mom died.
So you're writing checks in your office?
No, man. It was the day she died. You picked up the computer.
She wrote it?
Yeah.
Before she died?
Yeah. She went in for a bronchoscope and ended up bleeding to death.
Back to Handcuffs 25.
So how do you know that's the case?
Because I had gotten calls on it and I had talked to somebody about it, but I mean, I explained that it wasn't nothing malicious.
Apparently, the judge found it.
Who's the other female inside doing now?
I didn't even recognize her.
All right, Thomas, come on.
Once the conversation ended, deputies escorted the suspect to a patrol vehicle and prepared him for transport. But before leaving the scene, officers still had several important steps to complete.
The roommate know where they're at?
Yeah, they're right on the floor.
Yeah, they can. Shorts.
Thanks, man.
Good? We're gonna get you some shorts and we're gonna take a ride to the hospital. Alright? We'll get you to the hospital, alright?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. What are you looking for? Oh, shit.
After being placed in the patrol vehicle, the suspect repeatedly looked out of the window and appeared increasingly concerned. At the same time, he continued complaining of breathing problems. As deputies monitored his condition, the encounter began shifting toward a possible medical situation.
What you did, boss? Right on your chest, man. What's going on, brother?
I have AFib in my chest. I can't breathe. My chest is killing me.
Alright, when did all this start?
Just obviously with this traumatic moment that's going on in my life that I've never had happen before.
Alright. Are you in any pain right now?
I am. My chest pains are bad, and I didn't take my medication today.
What medicine is that?
I take for high blood pressure, and I take Amorodian for AFib
Alright. What time do you usually take those medicines?
every morning.
Alright, my friend, you want to say you down to the hospital and get you looked at?
Please.
A person named in an arrest warrant gains nothing by hiding the warrant survives, and anyone who helps conceal him risks charges of their own. Once in custody, the right to remain silent only protects those who actually use it. Surrender promptly. Say nothing about the case, and ask for a lawyer. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more legal analysis of police interactions.